Jide, a national currency is a legal tender issued by a country's central bank and therefore must be defended by the country's monetary authority. Information reaching us reveals that the CBN has injected $11.24 billion into the economy in order to stabilize the Naira between January and July 2022. The report shows that $7.6 billion was deployed to stabilize the Naira in the first 5 months of the year. This is just where as well. After all, what the Naira loses in speed, it gains in distance.
Yes. The central bank of any country is usually its first line of defense in maintaining and stabilizing a currency. In our own case, since the middle of this year, we've seen that the Naira has been going steadily down. And when I read some of what the CBN came up with, you see that even supply of forex began to taper down at some point towards the middle of the year. So you can easily explain why the value of our currency
will go down.
Yes, because when people increasingly ask for the dollar and we can't match demand,
the value will go up.
The value of the dollar will go up against our own currency. You can ease up demand by making the currency available, by making enough dollars available. But of course, other issues too come into play. Are we earning enough? The answer is we are not earning enough. So because we are not earning enough, the CBN has to defend the currency. Unfortunately for us, some of the boulders that we had around 2013, 2014, 2015, we do not have that level of boulders that we can use anymore to defend our currency and make it, stabilize it, make it stronger against other currencies. So we are seeing a depletion of the foreign reserves, or the CBN goes there, takes foreign exchange, intervenes in the foreign exchange market with funds from the foreign reserve, because it simply cannot leave the situation the way it was. So, but the CBN's strategy, though it's not something that they invented, it's not something that you can do for so long, because depleting the foreign reserves has all kinds of implications.
That's it.
So you can intervene for some time, but you've got to find a way to make your currency stronger. You've got to produce a lot more. We've got to export a lot more. In a situation in which our main foreign exchange earner, we are talking of
crude
production levels going down drastically to the point that we suddenly became number 3 in Africa, behind Angola and what on Libya. Where are we going to earn money? Citizen, the Saudis, through Aramco, in 1 quarter, during this senseless war that Putin has waged in Ukraine, made about $58 billion. Every country that is a big oil producer is making.
You mean the OPEC countries?
Yeah. Yes, those big. There are some of them that are not really big, but they are part of the OPEC. They are part of the cartel. The big ones, the ones that are our mates,
they're smiling to the bank.
So much. It's unprecedented money for them. But we are not making any money.
Yeah.
We are the ones who are not exploiting this situation. At least when we had the first Gulf War, we blamed Babangida that this oil boom, what did they do with the money? He squandered the money and all that. This time around, We have nothing to even squander. We are not making money from this war.
Oh, boy.
And because we are not earning enough, if we were producing, there was a time we were producing 2.6 million barrels in this same country some years back. If we were producing that much, of course, we will earn more foreign exchange. We will earn more dollars. And the volatility that we are experiencing in the foreign exchange market, we won't be facing it. We are not earning enough. We are not producing enough. Therefore, we are not earning enough. So others are rejoicing that, oh, Mr. Putin, yes, your war is senseless, but it benefits us. So in our own case, we can't say that we are benefiting from the war.
Well, let's go back to the Naira, you know. Another thing bedeviling the Naira will be the business of speculation. Speculators are not helping the matter.
Yeah. I think that's one major problem. The forex market is not regulated. If you have just $100 in US, and if you want to change the dollar maybe to pounds, they will collect your details. So they know which money is coming from who and to where.
That's it.
Your passport, your details.
So they track, it is tracked.
It's tracked. But here in Nigeria, if you have $10,000, just go to Ikeja or anywhere. You can change the money without anybody tracking you. And you know the CBN said something that over 80% of funds they are not within the financial system.
Yeah.
That is a very serious issue.
It is.
It means people are not interested in putting their money in banks. I try to ask people, a few people, and they keep on giving the same or similar answers. What do I benefit if I put money in banks? Savings, interest on savings, is almost 1.something%. So why should I put my money to make only 1% in 1 year? Then if you want to buy treasury bills that used to be 20% some years back, you are now going to get maybe about 2%. So why should I put my money in the bank? So the only thing you benefit is that... So
the problem is self-inflicted.
They take COT from your account. So if I put 500,000 in the bank and it diminishes, why should I go and put my money in the bank? So even when you redesign the currency, by March next year, people will begin to bring back the money again, the new funds, and keep at home again. That's what is going to happen. So we keep on treating the effect.
But the CBN is telling you one major reason for redesigning the Naira is to cure that wahala.
Yeah, but it's going to be counterproductive because you have asked people to go and put their money in banks. What the banks only do is to take COT from their funds. So in a way, all you just need to do is to open multiple accounts. So if they say you can only take 500,000 in a day, then you can take about 2 million naira in a day if you have about 4 accounts. That's what it means. So we are treating the effect, not the cause. And just like Babagide has said, we need to go back into manufacturing. At a time, the Naira was almost at par with the dollar. Stronger than the Indian rupee. And in fact, the Ghanaian funds was just more or less like CDs, just like water.
Do you know, if you told your little cousin that in the Second Republic, in the Shagari area days, a pump price, a liter of petrol sold for 15 kobo.
Sure.
He will stone you if you can't.
Naira at the time was almost stronger than dollar. You are going to UK, you even go with Naira because you can
the
spend
Naira
money.
Was exchangeable outside.
How much do you need to go to UK? 300 Naira.
That's it.
Flight ticket. You know, you eat in the university, free food, at lesser cost, not really totally free. 50 kobo.
50 kobo.
But at that time, we are talking about even when you are a student, you will come for holiday jobs. On long vac, or 3 months, you will go come and work. There's job waiting for you, even when you are here to finish your school.
That's it.
You know, you work for 3 months, 2 months, and then you go back to school as a rich student. But now the factories at Kenya are gone. The factories in Kaduna, they are gone. In Port Harcourt, they are gone. In Ibadan, Leylands and all that, they are nowhere to be found.
Will they ever come back?
So what are we talking about?
Will the factories ever come back?
Kwara State, we have sugar factory in Bashita. You know, we have, this one in Jeba, the paper mill in Jeba. They were, they had a lot of people, Indians working there. All over the place, industrial sector. So what are you talking about? Today, the factories are gone. They are even relocated to Ghana.
Taken over by churches.
Churches. So what are we talking? The only thing that's supposed to give us money.
Kaduna is testament to what you're saying. You go to Kaduna, like a whole city was it was built based on textile production.
Yeah.
The
Makera, the Makera, the Kakuri area, they had these textile farms where someone like Oshomole even came from. You know, Arewa Textile,
Yeah, that's
KTL, UNTL, you know, we had them providing jobs, you know, for people to be able to take their family. All those
when I
factories
hear
are
that,
gone. Dangote had one of the biggest textile farms in this country. He shut it down. One day, I met Dangote at this Protea.
okay, hotel.
Yes, the one in Azerbaijan also.
Yeah.
Is it Azerbaijan or before Azerbaijan?
Isaac John.
So I now went to him. I said, why did you shut your
Textile
farm?
factory down.
He looked at me and laughed heartily. He said, I didn't know you hated me this much. I said, I couldn't process what the man was saying. He said the friends of the people in government are big-time smugglers. So how can my textile farm survive when people are allowed to bring in
imported prints?
Yes, smuggled
Prints.
textile materials, including voiles and the rest of them. They bring them in convoys of trailers. He said, how can this survive? And you can't do anything about it because the biggest smugglers are friends of the people in government. That was exactly the way he said it. I think I met him in 2012. I'm talking about 2012. And
Some 8-9 years ago.
Yes. So he shut it down. And so many of the textile farms are gone. They are gone.
You can
Something
say
that provided jobs for our people, you know.
You can say we did this problem. We created this problem ourselves.
This whole problem began when IBB came up with SAP.
Yeah.
SAP meant we had to devalue our currency. Our currency was stronger than the dollar at the point. But we had to devalue. When we devalued, then it began to get worse from there.
Wow.
Successive governments didn't do much to stop the hemorrhaging of businesses outside of our country. Businesses were relocating from Nigeria to Ghana. We were not ashamed enough to tell ourselves that, no, this is wrong.
All right.